So, welcome to the Ultimate Lead Generation Workshop for online entrepreneurs, how to generate 50 to 100 leads every single week. Jason Grossman here, the founder of the Surge Institute. I'm going to be spending the next almost 90 minutes with you to be able to show you an exact roadmap and system to guarantee you generate 50 leads every single week. Business owners, what would it mean for you if I could show you in the next month or two how to generate 50 to 100 leads every week without ads? What would that mean for you personally? By the way, if you are watching live, I'm going to ask you some questions, encourage you to participate, engage, and answer them. And I'm going to make it interactive for you guys watching live. And thank you for taking the time to register and join. If you are watching a replay of this on YouTube or in our mastermind or another platform, thank you for joining us. Feel free to interact, ask questions. Myself or someone from my team will engage with you, answer any questions that you might have as well. So imagine 50 leads every single week. In this session, I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that. I've been full-time online 15 years, built 4 7-figure businesses. We generate 200 to 300 leads every single week, and I'm going to begin to share with you exactly how. As we dive in, not only am I going to give you the exact marketing funnel that you can implement and duplicate immediately into your business, but I'm also going to share with you the psychology behind marketing and lead generation to see if there's anything holding you back with your own mindset that's stopping you from creating abundance, not just in lead generation and marketing, but also your business. We also have our VAs here as well, which we're going to touch on shortly as well. So as we dive in, who is today for? So today is for online coaches that are wanting to launch and build to 20K months. So who here is a coach, consultant, or agency owner that wants to, in the next 3 to 6 months, build your business to 20,000 consistent months? This today could be the most powerful session that actually gives you the recipe needed to hit that target. Because it's not about the 20K months, is it? It's what that means. Okay. Now, some of you guys are in our business coaching program. Hector, Jill, there's a few of you guys here. That's what that program is designed to do. And thank you for joining us as well, because these sessions help fast track your success within the business coaching program designed to achieve that. So if you're a business coach, a life coach, a fitness coach, or a healer or a therapist, this is for you. If you're an agency owner and you're ready to scale and you want to go above and beyond 20K, 50K, 100K, you want to build a real business, 7 figures plus, who here as a business owner would love to be able to build your business to 7 figures plus? Would like to be able to do that by show of hands? You're definitely in the right place. Yep, Kylie, me, 100%. Yep. Just going to move this over here, shut this down here. Awesome. Network marketers and affiliate marketer. Who here is watching live and you're a network marketer or an affiliate marketer and you want to rank up? You want to go to the next level in the organization. You want to rank up and you want to increase impact, sign up more distributors, customers, reps. You're in the right place. You can implement essentially every aspect of the marketing funnel I'm going to share with you to generate 50 to 100 leads every week. Imagine if you're a coach, an agency, a network marketer, affiliate marketer, or even a crypto investor that generates 50 to 100 new leads every week. What's it going to mean for your business? What's it going to mean for your life? How's it going to help you have more impact and help more people have a better life in the process? Hector, 100%, right? This is also for virtual assistants. So we have our Surge virtual assistants who are here, just went through their ChatGPT certification training. And this is lead generation training for our virtual assistants. We have world-class virtual assistants certified in Go level, certified in AI, and soon to be certified in lead generation. And we train and teach them attraction marketing, lead generation, omnipresence, and more. So if you're one of our Surge VA angels, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're hiring a virtual assistant through us, who here is hiring a VA through us? This is a great opportunity for you to communicate with your VA and be like, oh, we're not doing that. Let's implement that. And also, if we have people here that aren't yet paying client, this is a great opportunity for you to begin to realize what's missing from your business, the gaps and the holes and how to plug them. Because again, if you stick with me for the next hour and a quarter, you are going to have the exact roadmap that you can implement today to begin generating 50 to 100 leads every week. Quick question for business owners. What would that mean for you and your business if I could show exactly how to get 50 leads per week? And business owners, as you answer that question, virtual assistants, what would it mean for you VAs if you could help your clients generate 50 to 100 leads per week? Because what I'm going to share with you today, the business owner, you can do it as a business owner. You can hire a VA to do it, or you can completely automate it. Because I'm not just going to show you how to generate 50 to 100 leads per week. I'm actually going to show you how to completely automate it as a business owner if you choose. Okay, so you can do it yourself as a business owner, the VA can do it for you, or you can completely automate the whole system. I can help so many people changing lives. I'm not sure why I have an email address in here. Hey, John Patrick, how you doing? Jill says freedom. 50 leads makes me very, very happy with the VA shoot completely auto. Yes, you guys are all in the right place. And of course, this is for our Surge International Business Coaches. We are blessed to have two incredible, highly trained, world-class international business coaches that work with coaches and agencies
Hello,
all
hello,
across
hello,
the
hello.
world, that
Talk.
work with, I'm kicking that person off.
Hello.
Remove and ban.
Can I talk, Jason, please?
I just banned that person. I don't know who that is. And we have two incredible world-class business coaches that work with coaches and agencies all across the globe to launch and build 20K plus months. So the strategies we go through today, not only are they highly trained in, but also an entire business coaching program. And I just wanted to introduce them to you quickly today if you haven't met them. We have our first international business coach is Tonya Barkley. Tonya is the creator of the Seven Figure Success System coaching program, founder of Ignite in You, over 18 years of experience in coaching, mindset, and transformational work, experienced in high ticket sales, generating over 4 million in revenue, and is one of our Surge International business coaches, delivering our 15-year refined program. For those that are currently working with Tonya, I believe there's a few of you. You truly are blessed. We all are to have such high caliber coach such as Tonya in our business delivering the program. And we also have her husband, Jamie Barkley. And Jamie has 20 years of coaching experience himself. He's the co-founder of Ignite in You LLC. He's built and run two successful coaching companies of his own, and he's developed and sold over 250 million Aussie dollars, not pesos, in commercial real estate. These are our two coaches we have right now, growth consultants. We're blessed to have them on this training. You're going to be seeing them a lot more. And some of you have had calls, will have calls already working with them. And I just want to take a moment, if it's okay with everybody, to just quickly bring them off and get them to say a quick hello. And they can just share a little bit about themselves, 60 seconds, say hello. And so I really want you guys to get to know them. So I'm just going to give everyone the ability. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Tonya, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Tonya, just going to get my screen here. Tonya, thank you so much for joining us. Just want to say a quick hello, share a little bit about yourself,
Yes, well,
additional to
thank
what
you
I've
so
already
much,
shared.
Jason, for that amazing introduction. I feel very blessed. Hello, everyone. My name is Tonya Barclay. I'm married to my other best half, Jamie. A little bit about myself. I started out at the age of 19. I became a Reiki master, and that started my spiritual journey towards then doing my diploma of kinesiology. And then I had a very successful business in Sydney. Before that, I dabbled in acting, and I went to Los Angeles to live for a year where I studied in a Meisner technique. But then discovered when I was overseas that acting wasn't for me. I really loved helping people. Um, so I knew that's where I needed to project my direction. And I came home and decided to start my intuitive healing business. I did my diploma of kinesiology, NLP. I've done theatre healing, a lot of different modalities. And in my successful business in Sydney, where I had very big people coming to me for healing, lo and behold, my gorgeous husband walked into my room. And that's how I met, that's how we met. And then from there, Jamie and I started business coaching, and we had a very successful business in Sydney for about 6 years. And then we moved to the Central Coast, where I then had two beautiful daughters, Isla and Aurora. And then Jamie went his property development way. And I've only just got back into my business coaching again, and came out of a 3-year contract selling coaching business for women for another woman, made over $4 million in sales for her. And then I was looking for my next journey, and lo and behold, I don't know how Jason even popped into my my life, but I answered a call and said, "Oh, look, this might be a good way for Jamie and I to both work together with you." And that's how we ended up here and learning a lot. He's an amazing man. Um, not only is he very gifted with his knowledge and experience throughout all these years, but he's actually very spiritual. And I really do connect with that. So thank you, Jason. That's me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Tonya, and thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for all you do. I know some of you are working with, I think Lauren, there's Lauren there, Lauren King. Hey, Lauren. Lauren's working with the lovely Tonya. You guys really are blessed. We're all blessed. Everyone's life is better. That is a part of Tonya's journey. So very good at what she does. Actually cares. To find a business coach that actually really cares, will go the extra mile and is very good is hard. It's difficult. So thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just going to grab Jamie, Tonya's husband, just to say a quick hello as well. Just what Tonya and I might not have shared, a little bit about yourself, Jamie.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, so I'm the other side, not the better half, the worst half of the partnership. So, yeah, as Tonya just alluded to, we live in the Central Coast. We're really excited to be here and serve you all. I love working with people. Just quickly started out Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in property economics. That's my property development side of things. I still do it. We're building our dream home here on the Central Coast. I'm actually project managing the whole thing as well. That's another jack of all trades that I manage. But yeah, we've got some wonderful clients here. We've been connected with all of you so far. I'm really excited about that process and really excited to get to know more of you and serve you on a regular basis in whatever that is. Jason's got an amazing recipe. He calls it a recipe in order to start, launch, and scale your business. And I'm really excited to be part of that. And it was Tonya that sort of pulled me in here and said this would be perfect, aligning with some of the background that I've had in terms of coaching and helping people. So we've been able to enroll some really great clients recently, and spots are filling up very quickly. So really excited to be on that journey with you all.
Mm, yeah. And Jamie, again, thank you so much. You both have been through arduous, rigorous training, and we're still going through weekly, rigorous, arduous training. These guys have been highly trained very swiftly. And even though they've only been through with us personally for a few months, these guys are highly trained, very good at what they do. And you can tell that they're actually beautiful people that really care about you guys as well. So anyone currently working with them, doing calls with them, or does have calls or work with them in the future, you really are in great hands with both of them. And thank you to both of you for all you do and being here. They don't question things. They show up, they do the work, they go the extra mile. And again, we really are blessed. So we're opening up one-on-one coaching spots for each of them. Jamie's actually already almost booked, and they'll be very minimal. Once they're both booked, we'll be shutting off the books to those guys one-on-one. And then next year we'll look at launching a group program. So be quick, be swift, and if you do have a spot with them, I would not let it go in a hurry because it will fill very quickly. So thank you again, Jamie and Tonya. I just want to introduce you, and thank you all of you for allowing me to welcome and introduce our two amazing business coaches. Just want to make sure you guys can see my screen again. Can annoy me, everyone? Just give me a thumbs up once you can see my screen coming up. It'd be awesome. Now we've introduced our amazing business coaches and outlined what we're going to be going through. If you stay to the end, a couple of things. I've got some free giveaways. I've got some really exciting announcements, and I have an incredible offer just for two people. Complete transparency, I'm going to sell two of you something at the end. Now, if you're a business owner and you don't like being sold to, how are you going to build a successful business selling? It's not a irresistible offer. It's what I call a ridiculous offer just for two people. For those at the end, we're going to share that for just two people, only two people today. But make sure you stay to the end because I start with the foundational, I give you the basics, and then we build. And like Jamie mentioned, this is a recipe and it has all the pieces. And I'm going to give you the recipe, and the next hour is going to be a little overwhelming because I'm going to give you information and it's going to fill your conscious mind. Okay, but all great learnings take place in the unconscious, at the unconscious level. And so at the end of this, you're going to have all the steps to a recipe for you to begin the recipe, right? And is it easy to remember a recipe or follow the recipe? It's much easier to follow the recipe. So I'm going to share the recipe with you now. Just notice you're going to get a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, there might be some confusion. There might be some new aspects. There might be some elements you're not quite ready for. But if you do follow this recipe 100%, I guarantee within somewhere between 4 and 12 weeks, you will all generate 50 to 100 leads per week. Now, again, those of you in the business coaching program right now, everything we're going through today's session, Tonya and Jamie will help you execute at the right stage and phase in your business. So before we talk about lead generation and the strategy and the marketing funnel, because I'm sharing with you a funnel today, I think it's important that we take a peek behind the curtain that is our psychology. Tony Robbins likes to say that 80% of success is psychology, 20% is mechanics. I can give you the recipe, I can give you the strategy, I can give you the plan, but does it guarantee your success? It doesn't. Who here would like to lose weight or tone up or put on some muscle or change something about your body? Everybody raise your hand. We all want to change something. Now, if I was to give you a world-class meal plan and a world-class fitness program, does it guarantee your success? It doesn't, right? There's some elements missing. So let's take a look at what some of those elements are. Let's take a look at the psychology of it and how to prime your mind for success, because the mind only works when open. The mind's like a parachute. It only works when open. So I want you to come into this with an open mind, ready to learn, eager. Grab pen and paper if you haven't already, take lots of notes. And I want you to become a sponge, because what does a sponge do? A sponge absorbs. I want you to open your mind, allow everything that I'm about to share, become a sponge, absorb it, take notes, you get access to the replay. And then after this, begin to follow the recipe one step at a time. And I promise you, you will generate more leads than you ever have within 1 to 3 months. So before we talk about the specifics of the marketing funnel, what I call the outer game of marketing, let's talk about the inner game of marketing. Who's heard of the term attraction marketing? Who's heard the term attraction? What is attraction marketing? What does that mean when we say attraction marketing? And VAs and angels, as well as business owners and coaches, I encourage everyone to participate. If you are watching a replay, feel free to participate as well. What is attraction marketing? What is attraction? When I say attract, by the way, it's not a test. There's no pass fail. There's no right or wrong, because we all have different beliefs around what things are. If I ask everyone to write your definition of success, we're all going to write a different definition. We look at the dictionary, it's going to say something, again, different. Whose is right, whose is wrong? It's a matter of perspective. Clients come to me because of what they see. Yep, clients come to me knowing who you need to attract. Yep. You attract people by helping them, not by selling to them. I like that. Showing value, target audience. Yep. So the basic philosophy of attraction marketing is to recognize everything is energy. Whether you're spiritual, religious, atheist, regardless of your spiritual beliefs or non-beliefs, one thing we can all agree upon is that everything in the known universe is energy. And when you look at us as a human being, everything starts in the form of a thought. When we think, that thought emits an energy signature and a frequency, and that turns into a vibration. And when those thoughts become emotionalized, they become magnetized and they attract like forces and like people. So who's heard the term, your vibe attracts your tribe? That's what they're saying when they say your vibe attracts your tribe. When you put out a certain vibration of abundance, the right audience, the right offer, the right messaging, and you're putting out the right energy in the right way, and this isn't just woo-woo stuff, we're going to talk about the science of it, you're going to start to attract the right person. Rather than doing cold DMs and cold calls and being Spamla Anderson, you're going to have people come to your inbox. Does that make sense? Who would rather that? Who would like people to come to you every day? So in a nutshell, that's the law of attraction. So how do we create a business and deliver marketing in a way where we attract the right people that are ready to buy, that have the problems that we can help solve, the goals we can help achieve, they can afford it? That's really what this is about. So the better we understand that before we get to lead generation, the easier it's going to be for you to attract your dream client. Who would love to, who here is coaches and never woken up and looked at your schedule, Jamie and Tonya, and you see someone in your calendar like, crap, I got that person today, right? I remember as a personal trainer, there's a couple of clients I've been like, oh man, I got that person today. Who would love to be able to have your calendar filled with dream clients, people that you love working with? And that's really the whole idea, okay? Same as VAs and clients working with you. You want dream clients, dream team, dream people. Okay. So if we take it a step further, attraction marketing is about using the law of attraction through aligning our thoughts and feelings plus the law of action. Because what's more important, the law of attraction, the inner game, or the law of action, the outer game? What's more important, the law of attraction or the law of action? The inner game of thoughts and feelings, or the outer game of doing the work, the marketing strategy, the lead gen? If I just sit there and think positively and feel good about it, but I don't do the work, am I going to attract new leads? I'm not going to. But what if I do the work and I'm doing the lead gen, I'm working harder and harder, but I'm not getting a result? Maybe my thoughts and feelings, the inner game is not aligned. So attraction marketing is about aligning the inner game and the outer game. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I just really want to invite you to become aware of this. And that brings us to the psychology of marketing. So you've got your psychology, and then you have the psychology of the prospect. So if you look at your psychology, a lot of people fail in marketing because they don't take into consideration the Pareto principle. The Pareto principle is the 80-20 principle. Who's heard of the 80-20 principle before? Probably most of you, right? And so the 80-20 principle states that what percentage of relationships roughly don't work? 80%. What percentage roughly of businesses don't work? 80%. So what percentage of marketing strategies and lead generation strategies you execute in the next couple of months are not going to work? Freaking 80%. What's the point of anything in life? 80% of stuff we do apparently in life doesn't work. That doesn't. However, the 20% of what we are doing gets and yields 80% of the results. So why is this important? Because here's why I always succeed. I do not fail. I fail forward, but I always succeed. Now, putting all your political views and opinions aside, Elon Musk is arguably the most successful entrepreneur in the world. Okay, despite what your personal thoughts of him are. He's worth $500 billion. When you look at Elon Musk, who looks at Elon Musk and it appears as though he never fails? Yeah, he loses rockets almost every day because he understands the 3 phases of marketing. And I guarantee almost none of you are adopting this philosophy. And it's basically this. 2 parts. The first part is, let's say that, Jill, I give you 2 marketing strategies. You love one, but you don't like the other one. It doesn't resonate with you. Which one's going to work better for you? The one you love, the one you resonate. But that's how the ego works, right? You can call it whatever you want. You don't have to use the term ego. And so we've got to be aware of our own inner thoughts and what I call attitude, thoughts and feelings about the marketing strategy itself. So Jill, your coach is going to give you, Jamie's your coach, right? Jamie's going to give you marketing strategies. And it's important for you to recognize, oh, I don't like that. Or, oh, I like that one, Jamie. And you will find a way to prove to yourself that that's the right one because that's just how the mind works. So you've got to become aware of your own attitude around marketing. So as I share strategies with you today, some will resonate with you, some you'll love, and some just won't interest you. Okay? And so that's the first part. The second part is the 3 phases of marketing work every time. Because here's what most people do. Who's ever lost your keys before? Who's ever lost your keys? Everyone raise your hand or misplaced them. Yeah. Who has a home for your keys, like a ball or a hook or something? Yeah, we all have a home for our keys. When you go to leave the house and they're not in the home, you're like, okay. So what do you start to do? Okay, you look on the couch, you look on the bench, you look in the bathroom, you look at the bedside. We all have that strange place we look like in the freezer or something, right? I don't know. And then we run out of ideas, and what do we end up doing? We go back to its home like it's randomly, magically going to reappear, like someone's playing a trick on us, which sometimes they do, but that's what we do as humans. And that's what most of you are doing with your marketing. Is you're trying a referral campaign, it doesn't work. You hire a VA, it doesn't work. You try ads, it doesn't work. You do an email, it doesn't work. You try a Facebook group, it doesn't work. You run out of ideas, so you go back. Oh, let's try a referral campaign again, right? And so the truth is that, Jill, when you have a marketing strategy, there's 3 phases. Jamie will give you a strategy. That's the idea. So you have this idea of this strategy. For example, it might be something simple like a webinar. Okay, that's the strategy. So we'll have this. The second phase of all marketing strategies is the execution. So first step, we have the idea, how we think and feel about it. Then we've got to execute said strategy. Okay, now that's what today is. Today is about the execution. Don't worry, guys, but today is mainly about the execution. I just want to set you mentally up for success. And so what happens 80% of the time, Jill, when you execute a marketing strategy? Jill, I'm picking on you because you're right below me on Zoom. You're right there. What happens 80% of the time, guys? 80% of the time when you launch your first webinar, what's going to happen? It's going to fail, or it's not going to go the way you want. And so you've got to remember that 80% of the marketing strategies Jamie gives you guys, Tonya gives you guys, I give you, will not work for you the first time. This is where most people quit. But this is why I always succeed. Tonya and Jamie will, and you will too if you adopt it. When we execute, we recognize that it's not going to work 80% of the time the first time, and we take the data and we ask one question. How do I make this work? Is that CJ? Hey, CJ, brother, good to see you. How do I make this strategy work? Because there's people out there making billions with webinars. There's people out there making billions with emails. There's people out there making billions with funnels. So it's not the strategy that means it must be me, right? So I take the data. When you do paid ads, when you start doing paid ads, guys, the first 6 to 12 weeks, you're not paying for leads or clients, you're paying for data. So you can work out the numbers and then you can scale. We've got our leads down to $5.80 leads on our ads now, which is awesome. Took us 6-7 weeks. So we don't spend more than we're prepared to lose. So when you execute the strategies, and when I share these with you today, step 1, notice your own thoughts and feelings. Step 2, when you go and execute it, recognize 80% of the time it's not going to work. Step 3, ask, how do I make this work, and refine it, tweak it until it succeeds, until the rocket can fly, until the webinars are working and getting clients, until the strategy is working. Become an until person with your marketing, and you cannot fail. In fact, what's the only way you can fail in your business? You quit. The only way you can fail is if you quit. I will never quit. I will do it until I die. Yeah, execution, how to make this. Yeah, awesome. Does that make sense, guys? And when you approach it this way, you cannot fail. Okay. By the way, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. Again, if you're watching YouTube or Mastermind or elsewhere, ask questions. We will get back to you as well. Is that useful, guys? Does that help? Getting the mindset right is everything in the beginning. Okay, now we've got the mindset right. Let's talk about why people fail with marketing. Why do you guys think most people fail with their marketing? Why are people not generating at least 50 to 100 leads a week? Because the truth is, lead generation isn't that hard. Like building a business is hard, but lead gen is actually not that hard. When I share with you today what we're doing, you'll be like, that's kind of simple. Lead generation is not hard. So why are people failing with their marketing? Okay. Why do you guys think people are failing in marketing? I know there's a bunch of answers on the screen, but what are your guys' thoughts? Why do you believe people fail with the marketing? VAs, angels, clients, coaches, everybody? Why do you think people fail with marketing? Not consistent. I believe that's probably the biggest one, Jill. The 2 secret sources to success online is consistency, which is the quality, and urgency, which is the quantity. Consistent, daily, massive action. I say financial free. Who here would like to be a millionaire or build $1 million business or even just be completely financially free? 80 hours a week for 3 years. That's the recipe, but most people won't do that. No proper engagement. Yeah. So the first reason I believe is most people are in their own way. Who's heard that saying before? Got to get out of our own way. You're in your own way because how do most of us build a business in the beginning, especially for startups? We go, well, let's look at social media. We've got Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. Okay. So when we first start, one of the first things we do as a business owner is we look at socials, right? Well, I'm familiar with Facebook. I don't understand TikTok. Let's start there. So we project. This is what I like. This is what I know. This is what's familiar. We're not going, what's the best resource or the best way? We're projecting our thoughts, our beliefs, and opinions. And the truth is we don't know because it's all guessing. We don't know if LinkedIn's going to be better or Instagram's going to be better for you or Facebook. Okay. So it's the same with marketing. Again, we project. I like that. I don't like that. If you in business just do what you like doing, you're not going to get very far. Now, obviously, we want to make money and outsource the things you don't like doing as quickly as possible. But in the beginning, Richard Branson was once interviewed and he was asked if he lost everything, how would he start over? And he used a metaphor. First thing I'd do is I'd pick up a shovel, I'd start digging for gold. If I want to find gold, I have to pick up the shovel and dig myself. I've got to get dirty. I've got to get dirty to get to the gold. Once I've got some gold, I'll reinvest some of the gold to hire some team to help me out. We'll do it together. And then I'll hire a manager and then I'll have it run itself. And then I'll get equipment and machinery to scale. We have to pick up the shovel and dig ourselves. We'll get a little bit dirty to get to the gold, right? Lack of clear vision, yeah. The biggest one is consistency. People are not consistent with their marketing. And when I share with you just how much you need to do and how consistent and what you need to do to be successful in marketing, some people won't do it. You might watch this and go, I'm not prepared to do that. Well, that's fine. Business isn't for everybody. But if I said to you for a couple of hours a day, you can generate 50 to 100 leads per week and then automate it, would you say it's worth it? I think most people would. And the truth is that most 80% of marketing is freaking boring. It's boring and monotonous, the same thing every day. I'm still doing things now every day that I was doing 15 years ago. It's boring as heck. There's certain things I cannot outsource or delegate in regards to my responsibilities, depending at the phase or level I'm at in my own business. So you got to be prepared to not only get uncomfortable, but to be consistent with doing the boring things because they work. We don't just do things because we like them. We do them because they work. We're finding what's working. The third one is urgency. You've got to create more urgency. You've got to do things quickly. Everyone wants it now. We live in a microwave society. I just ordered an Amazon order in the US 10 minutes ago. Where is it? I'm in Australia. Come on, where's the drone? Another one is shiny object syndrome. And I already mentioned this with the lost keys philosophy. There's a lot of people, I mean, AI right now, I think nearly 500 platforms came out last week for AI. My goodness, talk about shiny object syndrome. It's very easy. Do I use a website? Do I use funnels? Do I do events? Do I do ads? Like, do I have a podcast? Do I write a book? None of the people are confused. And that's why, again, Jill and you guys in the business coaching program, it's like step 1, step 2, just pragmatic and easy to follow. There's a recipe. So being distracted. And so a lot of people go to the next new thing and don't take care of the old thing. Another big one is that the truth is that none of you have a lead generation problem. You have a systems problem. And the key with lead generation is to use campaigns and have a full system, even for a startup, even if you have no clients, even if you've got 100 followers, that's it, or no one, is that you need to have a system. And the way you use a system is you put campaigns together. So we all have already spoken about the 80-20 principle. What is a marketing campaign? It's when you stack and hedge multiple strategies. So for example, if I, Hector, have 10 marketing strategies, for example, that I execute, I'm not suggesting you do, imagine I did, and 9 don't work, only 1 does. I have a 10% strike rate, but I'm 100% successful. You've got to stack and hedge marketing strategies in a way that becomes a campaign, but it's a system. You need a full system. Because who loves doing what you're doing? I know Jill loves what you're doing. You guys love what you're doing. So you might not want a business that does work without you, but who would like to have a business that can? Who would like to be able to go to Hawaii or take the kids to Disney or go with your partner to Maldives, and come back and your business is growing? And so I want to invite all of you to think like that right from the beginning. Even if you don't have one client, start thinking like that. So you put the systems in place now. So when you get to that point, it's much simpler. The second, these are all big, actually. I think the biggest reason, personally, maybe only second to consistency, is people completely underestimate the amount of time, the amount of energy, the amount of work needed for marketing. Because the truth is that your biggest challenge is obscurity. People don't know who you are, what you do. How do we get in front of more of the right people? Marketing and sales. Literally half your time in your business. If you're working 40 hours a week on your business, 20 hours of that should be on marketing in the beginning. It really should be broken up into sales, marketing, and looking after clients. In the beginning, if you've got no clients, you've got more time for marketing. Until you're getting sales calls and appointments and events. If you're just starting out and you're working 40 hours a week, you've got 40 hours a week for marketing. That's what I would be doing. Minimum 4 hours a day for marketing for the business owner in the beginning. In fact, the bigger your business gets, that might actually get more, even if you hire a team and automate, because there's more offers. You have more platforms. Minimum 4 hours a day for marketing. And until you do that, you're going to struggle to generate it. If I said to you, if you do 4 hours a day on marketing, that's everything, emails, social media, everything, that you can get 50 to 100 leads per week. That's probably 2, 3, 4, 5 clients a week. Who would say it's worth it? I think most people would say it's worth it. And the final one, and this is what you all need to have in place in your own time. If you don't have this in place, doesn't matter what strategy you use, you're not going to succeed. And that's having the right audience with the right messaging and the right offer or the right offers. Those in the business coaching program, that's what Tonya and Jamie are helping you with right now. Your pitch deck, your offer, your pricing, your pre-qualifying system, your sales script, the 3 core message pillars, your avatar worksheet. The number one reason why I see new business owners struggle or fail is actually not lead gen, it's that they haven't aligned those three things. That's why they're yellow. So something you guys definitely want to do in your own time. That's another training. But does that create a bit more clarity? Maybe you're already starting to begin to realize some limiting beliefs around your own psychology, or maybe limitations about not working long enough. I haven't been working long enough. I've been using the lost keys philosophy. I've been quitting when things don't work straight away. People give up too early. So one last slide, and then we'll dive into the actual marketing funnel, which is the main course of today for the recipe, if you will. I think it's very important to get clear on what is a lead. Like, what is a lead? Like, we're here to talk about generating leads. And Alex Hormozi, I don't know if you heard of Alex Hormozi, he's built a 9-figure company. He was asked a few years ago in an interview what he would call a lead. He couldn't answer the question. And it led him to writing a book called $100 Million Leads, 100 Million Leads. And a great book, actually. What about that? Because it isn't that simple. So, but we have to decide what a lead is. So just so we're all on the same page for communication and clarity, Jamie and Tonya as well, when I'm moving through this training, when I'm talking about a lead personally, I'm talking about a phone number. So when I say in this training, we want 50 new leads per week, that's 50 new phone numbers. I'm going to explain why that is shortly. Just because you get somebody DMing you, I don't think that's qualified enough to call it a lead. You can do what it's your business. But for me personally, and in the business coaching program as well, a lead is a phone number. Yep. And I'll explain why that is shortly. Okay, you guys ready for the main course? You guys ready to dive into the marketing funnel? Now I'm going to share with you the marketing funnel. And it's laid out step 1, step 2, step 3 that you can follow after this call and implement. Because when we finish this call, that's when your journey begins. Virtual assistants, take notes. What are you not currently using to help your client generate leads? We want to implement them. If you're hiring a VA with us and your VA is here, communicate with them about what you want to implement. Business coaching clients, the great thing is all these things will be covered at the right point with your coach. And business owners, if you're not a client of any kind, I encourage you to set these up. If you follow this recipe 100%, you can't fail. That's a big claim, bold claim, but true. The foundations of marketing. So if we're going to start a marketing funnel, we want to build this 50 leads per week. These are the things you need to have in place to build on top of. And this is the outer game, okay? First thing is you've got to understand the outer game, that there's 3 main lists. We have a social media following, which is the dopamine hit list and communal, that people are, what is it called? Death by scroll by death. What is it? People are scroll. By the way, are you scrolling the news feed and wasting your time? Are you absorbing and consuming content, or are you creating it? You can watch the news, or you can create the news. Are you distracted by the Donald Trump and the wars and the Bitcoin and the economy, or are you focused on your mission and creating the content and creating the news, which is what creates your attraction marketing? Challenge for you guys that are business owners. Challenge this week. No news feeds of any kind for 1 week. I'm banned from news feeds. I check out the newsfeed once a day on Facebook to look for ads, because I like to look at ads once a day. Spend half an hour to an hour in the sun. I like to look at ads. But outside of that, I'm banned from news. Ban yourself from news feeds. And so the social media, you don't own it, even though it's communal. You could lose it tomorrow. The email list, you own. Okay. If you lose it, it's on you. But you get an 8 to 12% open rate. It's not communal. It also has strengths and weaknesses. But you do want to build an email list, because a lot of people still use email. And the third main list, which is, I believe, the biggest one, is your phone list. The phone list is the greatest of the 3 lists, and here's why. If the internet crashed worldwide right now, we could still all go old school Jamie 90s, and we could hit the phones. We have 14,000 opt-in phone numbers in our database right now, opt-in, but we could hit the phones. The internet crashed for the next 48 hours, you know what it will do? Hit the phones, all of us. That's what we'll do. So by building all 3, they hedge against each other. Because what you've got to understand, the fastest way to generate leads and to get more attention is to recognize that we use it as a funnel. Your social media is the top of your funnel. We build the social media and then create relationships in social media and turn social media followers into email and phone number. And I'm going to share with you that shortly. I'm actually needing to place boundaries around my social life in order to devote, yeah, 100%. Lots of boundaries. Yeah. It's just a box. Yeah, the amount of distractions and things like I spent many years creating a lifestyle that has no drama. I don't have drama. Zero drama in my life. You know how good it is to have no drama? Now, I'll probably have kids in the next few years. That'll probably change. But I did that because I have a big mission with building the Search Institute. Yeah. So this marketing funnel, the checklist, which is the strategy the recipe you can follow, I'm going to give it to you now. Top of the funnels. So again, we build our social media, we nurture that, we funnel people into our email and phone list. Now they're on all lists. Okay. Another thing is, and this is where I'm going to simplify it, Jill, lead generation is easy. It is not hard. I've already shared with you the main reasons why people are failing. It's impossible to fail at lead gen if you simply follow the recipe I'm about to give you, because the truth is to generate leads, there's only really three main ways you can generate a lead. Only three main ways. Number one, by the way, when we're talking about leads, we're turning social media followers into email and phone, specifically for this training, phone. So how do we collect phone numbers and emails from social media? Number one, our calendar. If you have a Calendly link, that's number one. Number two, lead magnets. You can call it a funnel, you can call it a lead magnet, you can call it a free offer, you can call it whatever you like, but a lead magnet. And number three is an event like this, a workshop, a webinar. All of you that are here live entered your name, number, email. Very simple. And so then how do we drive traffic to these three landing pages, if you will, from social media? That's exactly what I'm going to share with you. Okay. And then as I do that, I'm also going to, if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you how to automate the whole thing so you can remove yourself from the process if you like. My dating life has been a major distraction. Yeah, go celibate for 6 months. That'll sort out pretty quickly. A couple of years ago, I went celibate for 6 months. I was going to go 1 year, 6 months, and then I met Georgia. I went 6 months. Oh my goodness, the things I did in 6 months, going celibate, no dating, no nothing. Yeah, you want to get your business cranking, no distractions. That's a great place to start. You can revisit that back in the future. Yeah. Although I wouldn't take dating or relationship advice from me. That's not, I wouldn't, yeah. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so let's talk about the funnel. Here is the funnel. This slide, screenshot it. This slide is the recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps. Paid ads I put in here as an option. If we have time, we'll go through it. We might not. But even though I know, but you don't need ads to get the 50 to 100. But I will touch on it quickly if we have time. 45 minutes. There we go. Okay. This is the funnel. So step one, we grow social media. Now I have a slide for each of these. We've got 45 minutes. Be tight, but we can do it. I think we can make it work. Step one, grow social media. How to grow your social media. Number one. Number two is doing daily content. We're going to talk about that. Number three is following up those people to get them to those 3 pages, Calendly, lead magnet, or event. Number 4, daily email. Most of you aren't even doing a daily email. Well, some of you probably not even doing a daily email. Free offers, setting up free offers or your lead magnets. Monthly events, hiring a social media manager, because you're going to get to a point you just can't do it all yourself. It's not possible. It is impossible to do everything you need to generate leads yourself. It's impossible. In the beginning, you can, but if you want to implement this entire strategy, you need at least one person, AI, CRM. Yeah. Then we're going to talk about automating the whole process. And if we have time, I don't think we will, but if we do, I've got a slide on how to scale the whole process with ads. So if we don't get to paid ads, I'm going to show you how to automate it. And then we can look at ads another time. It's not a problem. Again, now we dive in to the marketing funnel, each slide. If you do have any questions, just post them in the chat. Happy to answer them live as well. So step one, this is where we all need to start. Step one, we need to grow your social media. Okay, that sounds pretty simple. How do we do that? Here's my suggestion. If you're a new business owner and you're not making, I don't know, at least 5 or 10,000 a month right now, I would start with just one platform. And I would choose Facebook. The reason why I normally recommend starting with Facebook, because you can turn it into a full Facebook funnel. I'm not going to spend too much time in the Facebook funnel because we talk about it all the time. It's in our VA strategy calls, in the business coaching program. You can find trainings for it on our YouTube. If you're not on my YouTube yet, you can find all these trainings on our YouTube. Jason Grossman. I am Jason Grossman, I think. YouTube. I am Jason Grossman. But Facebook right now is the biggest platform in the world. It's one platform we can create a funnel. The VA's been trained to build the Facebook group by 1 to 200 members every week. And we have a Facebook funnel system to do that. Once you're getting a little bit bigger, I would add a second platform. Okay. So again, if you're in the business coaching program, we just start with Facebook for the first 4, 5, 6 weeks. Then we introduce a second, either LinkedIn if you're working with business owners, B2B, or Instagram if you're not. CJ Fitness and Nutrition, we would suggest Instagram. Once you have a VA, they can help you with that stuff as well. Okay. So the top of the funnel is we're growing our social media. It's very simple. You just got to know the metrics. We can send 25 friend requests a day. We can invite 49 people to a group. We can send 100 connection requests a week LinkedIn. I can send 75 connection requests a day on Instagram. I can do 300 on TikTok. Don't waste your time. I can do I think 100 on YouTube. But start with Facebook. Build that. Get the Facebook group going. We'll get trainings everywhere for that. Most of you have already been through that training or about to. Okay, but just focus most of your energy on the one platform. Ultimately, I want to be using all platforms, which we do. We've got 37 social media accounts. Down the track, when you're on 6 figures or 8 to 10,000, or you've got a full-time VA, you can look at TikTok and YouTube and the other platforms. That's my suggestion. Okay. So as we're growing social media, we're building a Facebook group. This is a big part of today, and this is where I guarantee almost no one's doing enough. Have you noticed the more successful people are online, the more content they tell you to do? If you look at Alex Hormozi, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, do you know how many pieces of content they recommend a day? 100. 100 pieces of content, right? These guys doing over 100 million a year. Now, when you look at most 7 to 8 figure entrepreneurs, they recommend right now 10. 10. If you look at Facebook, 10 posts a day. If you look at any of the guys making $1 million or more a year on Facebook, 99% of them, there are some exceptions. Some of you might know who I'm talking about, but you need to post more, a lot more. The magic number for all of you is minimum 4 times per day. Minimum 4 times on your Facebook profile, minimum 4 times in your Facebook group. If you're using other socials, minimum 4 times. I post 12 times a day. I have 12 posts a day. I have a planner. 12 per day. Yeah, well, that's too much, Jason. Not with the algorithms and battling everything and people not seeing things. And no, it's not. I actually ultimately, if you're in the 20K program, I recommend 4 times a day. Once you hit that 10K mark, 10 times a day for sure. But minimum 4 posts per day, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this. That's the goal, 4 times a day. Yeah, minimum. So we're talking about business owners that are doing less than 10K. If you're on 10K, it needs to be more. Yeah, but minimum 4. Let's say you're starting at 4. Okay. So 1 to 2 questions, 1 to 2 short form reels, 1 written blog post, 1 personal post, and 1 live a day. So the 4 pieces of content in particular I'm talking about are for the purpose of lead generation. And we talk about this in the strategy calls when you hire a VA with us and also in the business coaching program. How do you choose the right one and the right time? Very good question. I'll come back to that and answer that for sure. My suggestion, actually, let's do it now. My suggestion is minimum 1 post peak time in the morning, so 6, 7 a.m. Minimum 1 post lunchtime, 12 to 1. And then 2 posts peak time, that's 6 to 8 p.m., 7 to 9 p.m. that time. So you might do 1 question in the morning. The question with the colored background is great for creating engagement. You might do a written blog post at lunch, okay, which is like a written post, not too long, photo of you. You might do a short form 60-second reel or video, the vertical one of you, 60 seconds in the evening, and then go live. The smaller your business, the more often I recommend doing lives. I'm doing a live drive next week. We're going to be doing 3 or 4 lives every day for a month. We don't exactly have a small business. Lives are the greatest way to build community. So Facebook Live in particular, less than 10 minutes is what we call a long form video. You can add substance, build relationships, build community, and you can actually make offers and get strategy calls or discovery calls booked from it. The short form reel creates credibility for you and captures attention. The questions get more engagement, more people interact with them because they're simple and people are lazy. And then the blog post has more substance, but also some people just like to read. Some people enjoy reading, and there are readers. The contrast and diversity between the 4 posts is what's really important. Let's say Tonya just did 3 reels every day for a month. What's going to happen? People desensitize. You know, have you ever driven past a massive billboard that caught your attention? Like, whoa, that's new. Look at that big iPad pink billboard or new iPhone. Right? It's like my sign right there. Like this sign was only put up yesterday. For those that are here the first time seeing my sign, you may or may not have noticed it. You join every day for a month, you're not even going to see it anymore. People desensitize. Having the contrast and diversity is important. Most important part of these posts, though, they need to have a CTA. There's a hook, a body, and a CTA. Every piece of content has a hook. You have, if it's a video, you have 3 seconds to capture attention. It needs to be a powerful question that captures their attention, or a powerful statement that triggers ego or gets their attention, so that they'll read the body in the blog or watch the body of the video. The body, you're always doing one of 2 things. It's very simple, guys. You're helping your audience solve a problem, or you're helping them get what they want. Okay? So, are you fat and broke? Don't say that. My hook, are you fat and broke? Are you a 40+ man that's lonely, fat and broke? Here's 3 steps to get rich. I'm doing a free webinar. Want to learn more? Comment below. So the CTA is always one of 3 things: the Calendly, the event, or the offer. So for example, are you struggling to get leads? Are you a coach that's struggling to get leads and just getting by, struggling to pay the bills? Here's how to generate 50 leads every week. Fast. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay. By the way, if you want to jump on a call to see how I can create a personalized plan for you, comment call below. Or, by the way, I've got a free webinar coming up to show you exactly how to do that. Comment webinar below. Or, I've got this free course here, this free ebook, this free kit here that shows exactly how to do it. Comment below. It's really that simple. And if you have this call to action on everything, now you can get appointments, you can get leads, you can get event registrations. Because what your VAs will do for you is they'll create omnipresence and they'll put that everywhere. Email to your list, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever platforms you are using, that omnipresence will go everywhere. For those of you hiring a VA through us that want leads, want appointments, the best thing you can do is to give them more people to speak to. The more phone numbers they have to ring people, the more people that interact on the post to DM them, the more emails you collect so you can email people. That's the key. And your daily content is what we call your micro marketing. Your daily content is the most integral, consistent part of it. Have the weekend off, sure, but during the week, minimum 4 pieces of content. If you do that one thing, don't try to be perfect, don't get it right, just have a hook. Go to ChatGPT, ask for hooks, right? My audience is 40+ women going through menopause, want to lose weight. What's a powerful hook to capture attention? What's the biggest problems? Do a piece of content on that, and then have a CTA. It's very simple. It's actually not that difficult. It's like saving. For those that aren't savers or investing, what's more important, the amount that you save or put aside to invest each week in the beginning, or creating a habit? Creating a habit. So the first thing, one of the best things, if you all only did one thing from this call on, and you just did 4 bits of content every day on whatever socials you have now, with calls to action, you're all going to start generating leads pretty quickly too. Okay. Doing this while having a search VA will blow up your leads. Yeah. Well, CJ's been with us off and on for 8-9 years. So he knows how powerful this stuff is as well. So if you're stuck with ideas and hooks, become masters of hooks. Learn about hooks. Go to ChatGPT. Have a conversation, create hooks. The body's simple. You're giving strategy, solve a problem, get what they want. And 1 or 3 CTAs. Just create the habit. Going live each day and the blog post, you can have 2 CTAs. So if you read my blog post or if you join a Facebook Live, I'll have 2 or 3 CTAs. Want to jump on a call? Comment below. I'm also doing this webinar. Comment below. When you read my emails, there's 2 calls to action. So whenever you have a longer form piece of content, Jamie and Tonya, always have 2 CTAs. Always have 2 CTAs. There's only 3 types of CTAs, calls to action, you can have. VAs, this is huge for you, encouraging clients to do this. Now, VAs, you can actually set a lot of this up for your clients on ChatGPT now, which is cool as well. When you get to a point where it's just blowing up and you can't keep up with everyone, quality problem, it's time to hire a social media manager, video editor, etc. Is that useful, guys? Anyone have any questions on that? Cool. It's one thing to do the piece of content, it's another thing to follow those people up. So what we want to do here is preferably a VA, and this is what the VA should be doing. If you don't have a VA, you need to do it yourself. Okay. Is that 1 or 3 things going to happen? People are going to interact. They're going to like your post or share it. They're going to request the free offer, the Calendly, the webinar, the lead magnet, or they're going to join your Facebook group. So anyone that joins your Facebook group interacts, simply likes, or request the free offer, you want to DM them and follow the scripts that we use and provide to book them in for an appointment. And for those in the business coaching program, you get a virtual assistant free 20 hours a week for a month. We pay them on your behalf to help you with the launch. This is what they'll be doing. They'll help you grow your Facebook group. They'll create omnipresence with your content, and they'll follow them all up and book them in for appointments for you. That's what they start with, which is pretty cool. And it's what they're highly trained in. Just going to move my windows around a bit here. So once we're doing daily content, the next thing we need to do is, why is my thing not working? There we go. Is we need to begin a daily email. Who's not yet doing a daily email? Carly says, so solid. It's so simple. I'm doing my best to keep it very simple for you guys as well. By the way, Carly, for those of you like yourself that are hiring VA with us, if you go to the portals, the business coaching portal, or the VA portals, we have in-depth training on the science and the art of content creation, what to post, when to post, all that cool stuff as well. But the biggest thing for most of you is you're not consistent with your posting. You do one live, one reel, one question, one blog a day every weekday for the rest of this year. Watch what happens. Simple, yeah. So if you're not yet doing a daily email, you're missing out. Consistent. Oh, I don't want to spam people. Well, how are you spamming people? By providing valuable quality content that actually helps people. Your content is created to help people. If people don't want to see that, then they're not the right people in the beginning. Yeah. So here's my suggestion for daily email. Start immediately. If you're still using Gmail or iContacts or you cannot build a list properly that way. So you need to have email software. If you don't have email software yet, start with MailChimp. You can see at the bottom. MailChimp, you can have up to 500 email addresses for free. If you have a VA with us, they can set up the whole thing for you. They can create your account, set it up, set up the letter, the list, everything for you, and you can start collecting emails. Yep. Okay. Once you have some momentum and you've got 500 or more email addresses, I would set up SendGrid. If you haven't heard of SendGrid, that's not a problem. If you have less than 500 emails, not a problem either yet. But SendGrid is the most affordable bulk email system in the world. It also is the best integrated with, well, I believe it's the best integrated with GoHelloable. Many people agree. And it's also very user-friendly on like things like ActiveCampaign. Jamie, ActiveCampaign does my head in. My goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just, yeah. If you're like me, a bit of a tech tart, I like to use the most simple user-friendly platforms there are. But at the very least, you need MailChimp, okay? So Jamie and Tonya, that's what we recommend. Obviously, the clients start with MailChimp until we get them over to GoHelloable. The VA set it all up for them as a part of the launch process. Start your daily email. Jason, I only have 3 email addresses. Perfect. Email those 3 people each day. You got to start. We all start with 0, and then we grow from there. And all you do, guys, is you take one of those 4 pieces of content. Well, you're probably not going to send the question. You're going to take the blog post, the reel, or the Facebook Live, and you're just going to email that with the calls to action. So Monday, I'm going to send it live with call to action to my calendar and my upcoming webinar, as an example. Tuesday, I'm going to email the reel I did in the morning, or at night rather, with a call to action to my upcoming webinar. Wednesday, I do a direct event promo. Thursday, I'll send out the blog. Friday, I'll testimonial or social proof. This avoids this contrast and diversity. This is actually fairly new. We used to do it a little bit different. They get the long form, they get the short form, they get the written, they get the social proof, and they get the direct promo. The blog post, you can alternate from a personal story, personal connection post as well. But that there, if you did that, how long does it take you to do the email? Now, who here is hiring a VA through us? If you're hiring a VA through us, they do the whole thing. So Noemi does my daily emails, which I'm grateful for. Thanks, Noemi. All I do each day on the meeting is I say, hey, Noemi, this is today's email. And then she sets it up on GoHelloable, takes a screenshot, and I say, yep, approved, or please adjust this. And it takes me 10, 20, 30 seconds because the content's already there. So your VAs can and will take care of the email. So again, if you're in the business coaching program, is it Jill? You're starting with the VA next week. So, or is it Lauren? I think maybe. One of the first things your VA will do for you is set up your email or run your email. Surge VAs are the best. They really are, man. They really, really are. 4.5 years we've been training and refining the system in them. Yeah, they're amazing. Whoa, what just happened there? That's weird. Did you guys see that? That was bizarre. I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, cool. Back to email. So the next part is once we've got the data. So think of this as steps. Step 1, growing my social media. Okay, really focusing on the Facebook group in the beginning, yeah? Number 1, I want to do that. Number two, the content, etc. Right? Number three, the email. Once that's in place, we want to begin regular events. One of the best things you guys can do to get clients' leads attention, I believe, is events, because it's part of the funnel. So imagine you're doing daily content, the 4 pieces a day, and then you do, say, a monthly webinar, just once a month, Kylie. Okay, you can call it an opportunity meeting, call it coffee club, web class, live training, virtual session, communal foot spa. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You'll get everybody onto a monthly call. You give them tremendous value. Always give your best stuff away for free and sell the implementation. Don't hold back. Give your best stuff away for free. Most people aren't going to implement. Some of you guys are going to stay. Some guys won't even stay to the end. Some people probably already left. Some of you are going to stay to the end and not do anything and wonder why in 6 months still in the same place. Some of you are not only going to stay to the end, but you're going to implement it. And in a month, 3 months, 6 months from now, you'll be sending myself, Tonya, Jamie, all of us a thank you message. You've got to choose which of those that person you are. So the awesome thing about a webinar is, let's be complete transparent, is you're doing daily content and you're driving people to your webinar every 2 weeks. You say bi-weekly in the US, we call it fortnightly here, or monthly. And then you're getting 20 or 30 or 50, 100 people on the webinar. You sell in the webinar and follow anyone up that doesn't purchase or that joins or doesn't show up even, and you offer them a free call and you sell your service. It's one of the most powerful ways to get clients, and it's a great way to actually establish rapport. The daily content is the micro marketing. The regular event is the macro marketing. And if you have the 4 pieces of content with the growth in place each day, whether you have a VA or not, you always have a next event you're promoting, and you set up the offers, which I'll talk about, you can't fail. Like, it's just, most people just don't have the system in place. They're not being consistent with it. Who here is doing 4 pieces of content consistently every day and has been doing that for a while? Probably none of you, maybe 1 or 2 of you. Guessing the number's low. Now, you don't have to do 12 pieces of content like I do or we do, not at all, but those 4, definitely. 2 a day is a good start, double it, 4 a day, watch what happens. Yeah. Because how many of your followers are on outside of those 2 posts? Like, if you post lunchtime in the evening, what if there's people in America, in the US, that miss that because they're in bed or whatever it might be? So we just assume because we talk about something all the time that we can't talk about it anymore. So there's 4 main types of events. We rotate them. We have webinars, workshops, challenges, and prize draws. Just like everything, they have their own strengths and weaknesses. Ultimately, what we do in the business coaching program, is Tonya and Jamie will take you through, we end up implementing all 4, and we create event campaigns down the track. You guys aren't quite ready for that yet. That will happen for your clients later. But what we normally recommend is we start with a webinar. Yeah, awesome, Hector. We start with a webinar, 30 to 45-minute Zoom meeting once a month. I recommend in the beginning, every 2 weeks in the beginning. Because the truth is that when you're starting out, what are your numbers going to be? They're going to be pretty low. You might only get 5 or 10 people on a webinar. Les Brown is in the Guinness Book of World Records for 128,000 people in a studio. Biggest motivational talk of all time. You know how many people showed up to his first seminar? 1. Tony Robbins, everyone knows Tony Robbins. You know how many people showed up to Tony Robbins' first free seminar? 12. Look at them now, the 2 top motivational speakers perhaps of all time. So whoever shows up, whoever registers, even if they don't show up, you've still got those leads to follow up, look after them and nurture them. So always have a regular and always have a next webinar, okay? Because if you have a VA with us and you always have a next event, you've now got another offer and call to action to give your VA more people to speak to funnel people into. Yeah, let's be really honest as well. Let's say that Kylie, you do a webinar and then 3-4 days later, you get on a call with somebody that was on the webinar, even didn't purchase the offer. How much more likely are they to become a customer or client? Very much likely. There's some of you guys that aren't in the business coaching program will become business coaching clients either today or in the near future. Some of you won't. That's fine. Yeah, the right people will join. And we actually choose who we work with. Another conversation there. Workshops. What's the difference between a workshop and webinar? Very simple. Perceived value. Workshop is a little bit longer. It might be 2 hours. I normally do about 2 hours. This one's a bit shorter. I've only got about 20 minutes left to wrap this up. Challenges. Now, here's the thing. This session, who agrees you're already getting some gold nuggets, some ideas, and some ways to plug some holes in your business? All of you do, internal or external. But it's information. I'm giving you information. There's almost information overload because I'm giving you a recipe. And as great as the information is, knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge that's power. So this is why I love a challenge, because I'm giving you information in a webinar or workshop. But when you do a 5 to 7 day challenge, what actually happens? Implementation. I'm giving you a chance to execute this information and have a transformative experience within the event. Challenges, in my opinion, are I'm going to say second greatest funnel in the world right now for a coach. The number one is a mastermind funnel. Alex Hormozi, Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins all built $100 million plus a year businesses using masterminds. But the second is a challenge funnel. Okay. I don't recommend doing a challenge in the first 3 to 6 months. Like if you're just starting, because I recommend doing 3 or 4 webinars because they're more forgiving. If you do a webinar, 3 people show up, cool. It's a small group, intimate session. You do a challenge and 3 people show up, it's a very, very different thing altogether. So I normally recommend starting with a webinar, do a handful of webinars, and then add some workshops and challenges down the track. And the last type of event, which is my favorite, and actually it's the first you guys will do in the business coaching program, is a prize draw. What better way to qualify people interested in your program than giving someone away for free? But I don't want to give away for free. Why? If I said to you that, if I said to you that if you were to give one person, Hector, 8 weeks free coaching, and in exchange you would generate 50 to 100 leads, people interested in your coaching program, would you say it's worth it? I think most people would say it's worth it, at least 20 or 30, even 20 or 30 leads. So here's why I love prize draws. Whenever I launch anything, it could be an entire business, could be an offer like a coaching program, or it could be a book. I always give it away for free. In fact, some of you have probably seen. That's literally what I'm doing. I preach what I practice. Everything I'm sharing with you in this call, you'll notice it's what I do. That's why I encourage every one of you to pay close attention to what I'm doing and what we're doing. Okay. On a side note, if you have a look at my Facebook, one of my accounts restricted, I can't do anything, and the other one's shadow banned. Yet we're still signing clients pretty much daily. How? What I'm sharing with you, right? So I've got my 3rd book being published, Online Coaches Business Bible, How to Build a 6- and 7-Figure Coaching Business. It goes to the publisher in the next few days. I'm literally on it's done. I'm just doing a final. I'm just being picky because once it goes, it goes. It goes to the publisher. Be available in the next 6 to 8 weeks online, Amazon. I want to give you guys. I want to get this book in your hand. So I'm giving away 100 hard copies personally signed by me, delivered to your doorstep. Who would like one of these books personally signed by me, delivered to your doorstep for free? Nobody? Okay, cool. Jill wants 2. So let's be really honest. This book hasn't even gone to the publisher, and I'm already generating leads. We've already had 300 people enter in the draw. And not only when you enter the draw do you have a chance to win, but a couple of things. Number one, everyone that enters the draw is going to get a free digital version when it's available, whether you win or not. You're going to get a free audio of my Streets to a Millionaire. And you're going to get free access to our mastermind where we're going to announce the winners. But here's the other cool thing is I'm going to have a list of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people interested in the book. So when it's available, you make sales. So most of us want to wait till the program's ready before we launch. No, launch then finish the program, right? You want to be in the draw? Well, if you haven't entered yet, here is the link to enter the draw. And when you enter, you get a bunch of free bonuses as well, which is really cool. What's this here? Chat. If you haven't entered the prize draw, click on this link in the Zoom chat and you can enter your details. Okay, and that'll enter in the draw. We'll announce the winners in the mastermind. I'll invite you to join the mastermind who haven't already joined as well. Okay. Get back to my slides here. So it doesn't matter what your program is, what you're selling, what you're launching, always give it away for free to begin with. 100%, no matter what we do. When we launched our website service, that's what we did. When we launched our paid ad services, that's what we did. In fact, we're doing a referral campaign right now, aren't we, guys? Everyone that refers 2 people goes in the draw to win 6 months free VA. I love doing prize draws and giveaways. Great way to generate leads, quality leads, because you know people are interested. But here's the other awesome thing is like anyone that gets a free copy, I just ask one thing, Jill. If you get sent a copy, I just ask one favor. I'd love to make sure that you got it. Take a photo, tag me on the wall. That's it. How cool is that? And so it's also marketing and it's also customer service. Mastermind course is a must. CJ, do I owe you a check or something? I love how you're promoting me and our stuff in the chat. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. CJ's been in our community for about 8 years. We helped him build his fitness business a few years back to $250,000 in our 20K a month fitness coaching program. That brings us to perhaps the biggest one. The number one thing out of this recipe that almost no one has in place properly is lead magnets or free offers in the form of lead magnets. And there's a few reasons. I think some people think they're not ready or they don't know how. It's too technical. They don't know how to execute them. But if you want to execute my full recipe, you want to have at least 5 lead magnets in what we call two-step appointment setting funnels to use as calls to action. And so my suggestion is these free offers are to prove to people you can help them by actually helping them. Something to read, something to watch, something to listen to. So it could be a mini course or a video series. Could be an ebook, mini ebook, or PDF. You can create it on ChatGPT if you want. It could be a kit where you've got a combination of things. It could be a planner. If you're in fitness, it could be a fitness planner or a meal planner, recipe book. It could be an audio. If you do hypnosis or meditation, you can use those. It could be a recording of a webinar. Okay. Now, the awesome thing is that without these, you don't have as many calls to action because you're only relying on one event at any given time in your calendar. So it becomes almost spamming. The reason why I recommend 5 offers, Jane and Tonya, 1 every day. So Monday we do let's say I've got Monday we do the sales one, Tuesday we do the lead gen one, Wednesday we do the VA one, Thursday do etc. And there's different ways to promote them, which we teach you as well. In fact, business owners, those in the coaching program right now, we actually have a launch process for the funnels. Here's one I created earlier. Here's one of our top performers at the moment. So this is we call it a two-step appointment setting funnel. And what it does is it helps us automate things. But if you're hiring a VA through us, it gives them more people to speak to. And it also gives our VAs and appointment setters 4 chances to book in an appointment. So here's an ebook I wrote earlier this year, How to Sign 30 High-Ticket Coaching Clients in 90 Days. Who would like to get so book solid you can't handle any more clients in the next 90 days? Who would like that? Our highest profile offer is the Search Growth Accelerator, where we set up your mastermind, your funnel, your ads, Go Hello World, everything. We set the whole thing up for you and help you run the whole thing. It's very cool. But this is a free ebook, right? Now, the awesome thing is we have the landing page here, nice and simple. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to do it, we can help you set up. Our team can help set up. And all landing, doesn't matter if it's Calendly, an event, or a lead magnet. We always collect 4 lots of information: name, email, phone, and country. Now, the awesome thing here is when you fill in the details, I'm going to live in Angola today. What happens is on the thank you page, guess what's on the thank you page? So what's on we've got a few things on here, but the ultimate thing here is our calendar. So imagine if you had free offers and on the thank you page, you've got your calendar embedded in there as well. So you can get appointments from that. Now, these give your VAs 4 chances to book an appointment. I go through them in the strategy call, I'm not going to spend it now. But you want to put 5 offers together to begin with. Once you've got 5 or 6 clients, launch your first funnel. Launch 1 every couple of weeks to a month. No rush, but ultimately you want to have 5. Until you have 5, I will keep always working on the next one, even if it takes a few weeks. No, but without these offers, you're really going to struggle to generate leads because they add value. And make sure they're not just lead magnets where you're just getting leads. It's a cheat sheet with 10 bullet points on it. You want the offers to actually help people. Like this ebook is a 38-page ebook with a full process on how to create a mastermind funnel. My other ebook is 78 pages. If you look at our offers, they're actually really valuable, actually help people generate leads or get sales or grow the business, whatever it is. So make sure that they're really valuable. If you're in the coaching program, your coach will help you in the right time. If you're hiring a VA through us and you want to learn more how you can have my personal funnel guide. If you'd like my personal funnel guide, he also created the Bible one here. If you want my personal guide to set yours up, you can reach out to me. We can help you with that, no problem. Or reach out to Tonya and Jamie. But I'm just giving you the recipe. You want to have at least 5 free offers. Get these other things set up first, though. Okay. Remember, this is a sequence: step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay. How are we going for time? 15 minutes. We'll wrap it up. Okay. It's so good. Mastermind course. Yep. Cool. As we get closer to the end, what I want to talk about is who would like to be able to have all this set up for you, or have it set up and have it automated, where you don't have to spend 20 hours a day posting every day, editing every day, sending DMs all day, every day, setting up webinars, Zoom links, calendars, following up, sending emails. It's too much. In 2025, even for startups with no clients, you can't do it all yourself. It's just not possible. You can't even post on all the platforms and follow people up, let alone everything else. So here's some ways to automate it. So again, we start with step 1, we move to step 2. Once you've completed step 2, move to step 3. So many of you aren't ready for funnels or offers yet. That's fine. Follow the steps. You'll notice these are the steps in the business coaching program as well, guys, for those in the business coaching. Scary, but I want this. That's good if it doesn't scare you. What? If our dreams don't scare us, not big enough. That's another thing. Yeah. The problem is most of you are thinking too small. Want to help 100 people, make it 1,000. Want to help 1,000 people, make it 10,000. Want to make 100K, make it 1 million. Think bigger, 10x everything, as Grant Cardone says. Think larger. If I can inspire you, one of the first things I talk about when you read my Bible, that book is awesome. I'm probably biased. I spent nearly 400 hours writing it, didn't like it, threw it out, started again earlier this year. My goodness. But one of the first things I talk about, Jamie, in the beginning is I would love to inspire all of you to write your own book and see you sending your clients in the mail your book and seeing photos of your clients with your book. To me, that's a dream. Like that's for me is huge. I can't wait to see Hector or you guys. It might be 5 years away, might be 10 years away. I don't know when. It could be next year. But I think everybody has a book in them. And I think it's I want to get all of you thinking much larger. So how do we automate all this? Here's some steps. Number one, again, these are in order. This probably should be numbered. This funnel and this page should probably be numbered 1, 2, 3. So think of these as steps. Step one, get a couple of clients, start yourself, start growing your Facebook, do your 4 pieces of content, get a couple of clients, hire a social media manager. Okay, they're helping you grow your Facebook group, they're doing the DMs for you, they're doing the email for you. Okay, and that's what you want to start with. Once that's in place, the next step is we want to set up GoHelloable. What is GoHelloable? I'm glad you asked. So GoHelloable is the platform where all our offers and funnels are, but it's so much more than that. If you take a look at this ebook, okay, the prize. Let's look at the prize. Who just entered in this prize draw? Who entered in this prize? Did you guys get an SMS? So when you're entering the prize draw, you're going to get SMS. In fact, you're going to get an SMS every day for 3 days. You're also going to get an email each day for 5 days. Okay, so now we get SMS sequences to get into our calendar, email sequences to get into our calendar. You also earn our email and phone list. When you go to the thank you page, what's on the thank you page? Invite to the mastermind. You're now in a mastermind. You can't escape us now. You're trapped. Jamie, forever. Probably the one. Because we know that you might not see the email, but then you're going to see the message in the mastermind. Or maybe you don't join the mastermind, but you book a strategy call. Or maybe you don't book a call, but you do join the mastermind. And again, this is why a system is important as well. So here's the awesome thing is because of GoHelloable, what happens is whenever somebody downloads a free offer, and you can use it for events as well. So this is an event, right? We can put our events as well as our free offers in GoHelloable. We can set up automatic SMS, automatic email. There's a pipeline for social media. It has a phone system. So your team can come into GoHelloable. Actually, I'm not going to share people's personal details. It will be removed from YouTube if I do that as well. But your team, your VA can ring people in there, SMS people in there. You can connect WhatsApp. It has voice AI that can automatically ring or answer when people call or you call them or they download something. It has Closebot, which is an AI system with an automatic DM system. GoHelloable, you can put courses in there, you can put your funnels in there, you can put websites in there, you can put communities on there, phone, SMS, email, and that's just the beginning. The AI integration is incredible. You can integrate ChatGPT into it, you can integrate WhatsApp into it. It is the greatest all-in-one CRM platform in the world. Once you have a couple of clients, I believe everybody wants to be using it. If and when you want to have GoHelloable set up, okay, you can reach out to us. It's quite affordable. Who would like my team to set your GoHelloable? Who wants us to set up your GoHelloable for free? Set the whole thing up. Who here would like that for free? If we were to set up your whole GoHelloable, everything I just mentioned, email, phone, SMS, AI, calendar system, it's got an automated calendar system and everything. Who would like for my team, my personal team, to create yours for free? Carly says yes. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show how 2 of you can get it for free shortly. Hey, Lisa. Hey, good to see you. Emily says yes. Okay, cool. Next is email autoresponders that we spoke about. Now that's through GoHelloable because manual email is one thing. We use that as an extension for our content, but we want to have, you think about what do you actually want? If you do an event, what do you want from the event? Well, you want appointments. Okay, so calendar. What else do you want? You want people to join maybe your socials. Okay, maybe you have a private Facebook group, which is the funnel system we use. Okay, or maybe you want them to buy your offer. So imagine people register for an event, then they get an SMS and email sequence. Book a call, join the Facebook group, okay, buy the offer, right? So you can automate those things as well. GoHelloable has an LC system. Okay, this whole training is about getting 50 phone numbers per week. The greatest thing that you can all do is to have everyone in your business rang. So when you download an ebook, my team are going to ring you. Did you get the ebook, Jill? Did you get the ebook, Lauren? Yeah. Oh, you didn't? Let me get it to you. You did? What'd you like about it? By the way, we'd love to offer you a free business strategy call to see how we can get you to the next level. When's good for you? And book you in. Phone calls are the best thing, I believe, addition to what we've spoken about for your VAs to do. But making phone calls are not a great use of time for entrepreneurs because we can make calls for an hour and not get hold of anyone. But for $11 an hour, you can have one of our VAs do it for you, which I do encourage. We've already spoken about the voice AI and Closebot and the calendar system. That's all within GoHelloable. That's all one place, all of that. Phone, SMS, email, calendar, social media pipeline, courses, funnels. You can put websites in there as well, all in one place. Ultimately, you all want to have that set up. Okay. The awesome thing about it, when you get to that point down the track, it's 97 USD a month. It's not that expensive. It's less than most of the other platforms. Yeah. And the final way to automate, most of you won't be here yet, is ManyChat. So most of you are going to be utilizing VAs or already have VAs, but your VA needs to sleep, Jill, unfortunately, as amazing as they are. Your VA needs to sleep. So how do we have a VA system set up that's generating leads, booking appointments, making sales, all that cool stuff while you sleep? ManyChat. ManyChat is a bot you can connect to your Facebook page, your Instagram, and your TikTok. So when people message or interact or simply comment, it opts them into an automatic DM sequence, so you're getting leads, appointments, and event registrations on autopilot. This system here is the automation system we personally use, and it's freaking brilliant. It really is. So most of you won't be ready for that. I'm just giving you the final part of the recipe down the track when you have all the pieces. Is that part of ChatGPT? ChatGPT can integrate with GoHelloable. Okay, and again, our VAs are certified in GoHelloable and certified in ChatGPT. We've got a whole heap of new VAs since our last GoHelloable certification. Angels, you don't know this. We're going to be doing another GoHelloable certification this year before Christmas. Just to make sure when we come into Christmas, every one of our VAs is GoHelloable certified. So, but ChatGPT does integrate with GoHelloable. For those that are working with Jamie, Jamie is a GoHelloable pro, knows more about GoHelloable than I do. In fact, I'm asking him tips and advice. So for those of you that are clients working with Jamie, you guys are blessed because he can answer questions. But if you come to me, I'm going to say go to Jamie. But he's a bit of a GoHelloable pro, so he's awesome at that as well. So that's the automation. And then the final piece is when you're ready is to put money into it and scale the whole thing. And then there's no limit to your lead gen. But we're not going to have enough time for that. So we're not quite finished. I'm going to be about 7 or 8 minutes, so don't go anywhere. I just want to take a step back and just 2 slides to review what you actually need to begin the recipe, to start from the first step. Okay. And I just want to remind you, ultimately, for this entire recipe, you don't need a lot of platforms. If you look at, I encourage screenshotting this. What are overall platforms you're going to need ultimately? Your 1 or 2 socials. So right now, it's probably just your Facebook. Zoom meeting. Again, don't purchase Zoom webinar. This is a meeting. I never use Zoom webinar. Zoom meeting, I think, is $20 or $40. I think it's 40 Aussie per month for Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting. Eventbrite for prize draws until you have GoHelloable. For email, start with MailChimp, upgrade to SendGrid once you have GoHelloable. Once you get a handful of clients and you're ready to launch your first offer, okay, and then we can set up GoHelloable with your offers and automation, and that'll integrate your email, phone, SMS, and all that as well. ChatGPT, I would use ChatGPT like now, but use it to save time, not as a distraction. So your 4 pieces of content, you can create a GPT or have your VA do it, which is your own personalized OpenAI within ChatGPT. Or you can just use ChatGPT for ideas on hooks, content, and help you to map them out. And then, of course, ManyChat. For this entire recipe, that's all you need. That's it. Right now, most of you only need the first 2 or 3. So, probably 4. Nice and simple. Your VAs can help you with most of this as well. In regards to all of these platforms, we have experts. Our team can set up your ManyChat. Our VAs are certified in ChatGPT now. We have GoHelloable experts and GoHelloable VAs that can set all that up for you if and when you're ready as well. So let's look at the last slide as we wrap this up, and then I want to share a couple of exciting things with you guys, and I have an awesome offer just for 2 people as well. These should be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the 9 steps. Let's just take a step back for a moment and just look at this as a recipe that is 9-step recipe. When you jump off this call, everyone starts with step 1. Once it's done, you move to step 2. Once that's done, you move to step 3, and so forth. Okay. For most of you, you're going to focus on the first 5 steps for now, maybe for the next few weeks or few months even. Okay. I do recommend launching your first offer as soon as you can. There's no rush to complete all 5. You can launch one and then do one a month over 4 or 5 months. That works. Maybe even every couple of weeks. But you want to have that first offer as soon as possible because then you got the phone, SMS, and you can integrate the event. Zoom, you can integrate your Zoom into it as well, which is really cool. So step 1 right now is to grow your socials. Step 2, minimum 4 posts. You can see the steps there. My question to each of you, I have 2 questions for each of you as we get ready to wrap this up. Number 1, which step are you up to right now, or is going to be your main focus? Which is going to be your main focus? Is it minimum 4 posts a day? Thanks, Tonya. Thank you. Is it minimum 4 posts a day? Is it hiring a VA? Is it starting a daily email and setting that up? Is it setting up your next event? Which is the next step for you and your main focus? Just post in the chat. Up to email, perfect. Yep. Let's get that going immediately. When you leave this training, what's the first step you're going to execute? What action are you going to take to begin your journey to 50 to 100 leads? Hiring a VA for Lauren? Yep. Your starts next week. Grow social for JR. This is for VAs as well with your clients. VAs, this is a step-by-step for you. Where's your client up to? They're not doing daily email? Help them. Make suggestions, VAs. Business owners, who here likes your VA and team to make suggestions for you? We all do. Do what Jamie tells you to do. Smart man. Yeah. When I have coaches or mentors, they tell me to do something, I don't wait, I just do it. Whatever platform they recommend, whatever AI, whatever strategy, that's the whole idea to coaching it. It's difficult to do that. The ego doesn't like it. Can't wait for meeting with Jamie. Awesome, Kylie. Yep. Follow the program. Yeah, where about? Oh, yeah, follow the coaching program. Yeah, nice. I believe you're up to pre-launch nearly. Yeah. One last question for everyone. VAs as well, angels for you as well, please. What was everyone's biggest takeaway today? What was your biggest lesson, gold nugget, aha moment? What's the main part for today for you? What was your biggest takeaway today, VAs and angels? Business owners, coaches, everybody. What was your biggest takeaway today? For most of you, it's looking at this and going, what are we not yet doing? If you're hiring a VA with us, look at these as steps. Again, they should be numbered 1 to 9, really. Which step are you up to? Implement it. Then move to the next step. Then the next step. If you get to a step you're not sure how to implement, ask your VA, ask us. We can help you. Getting to work and following the steps. Which step, brother? Which step are you up to? Follow the recipe. Be consistent. Consistency is key. It really is. 15 years online, even when I've been ill, I find a way to post and get content, even if it's not as many pieces as I'd like. Mark Myers, consistency. Yep. Who here wants us, my team, my personal guys, to help you set all this up for you without it costing a fortune? Who would like us to help you set this whole system up to get 50 to 100 leads every week guaranteed without it costing a fortune? Who would like that? CJ? Kylie? Yep. JR? Yep. Awesome. Yep. Well, before anyone goes anywhere, I've got 3 things I want to share with you. And the first one is an offer. It's not an irresistible offer. It's a ridiculous offer. I'm going to share it with you now. We only have 2 spots available. If it's not for you, that's fine. Or if you're already a part of what I'm about to share with you, also fine. Please don't go anywhere yet, because I've got 2 other things really cool I want to share with you. And just thank everyone for being here as well. So don't go anywhere yet. I have a ridiculous offer for just 2 people today, okay, to work with Jamie or Tonya in our one-on-one business coaching program designed to get you to 20,000 minimum a month in the next 3 to 6 months. And I'm also going to give you 2 free bonuses on top of the coaching program. First thing, I'm going to share with you the coaching program, how it works and what you get. Then I'm going to share with you the offer and the free bonuses I'm only going to throw in for just 2 people today. Today, we have 1 spot to work with Jamie and 1 spot to work with Tonya. That's it. In the one-on-one search business coaching program. They can only have a certain amount of clients. They will both be booked before Christmas. Jamie probably way before Christmas, the way he's going. And when we come into the new year, we will not have any spots probably in the one-on-one coaching program, and we'll launch a group program, which is cool. But if you want that one-on-one special, if you want Jamie or Tonya to help you set everything up that I just showed you, and also be plugged into support, team, and more, this is what you'll get. This is the value you receive in the one-on-one coaching program. You'll have a 30-minute live coaching session each week. One person for Tonya, one person for Jamie. Every week, you'll get access to all the replays. You'll also get access to the digital course. There is a full digital version of the entire program, 16-week digital course. We normally sell it for $997. You'll get that today to begin working through. Everything I went through today is in-depth tutorials, trainings, masterclasses, worksheets, everything from avatar to script, everything I went through, all step-by-step in the extensive course. You get access to that today. There's 3 pieces of pre-study you can begin today. Quantum Leap Technologies, they look at unconscious money blueprints and our Athlete with the Mind program. 24/7 access to your coach. As long as Jamie or Tonya is awake, they're there. You have a client success manager and team. We'll also give you a VA free for 20 hours a week for a month to help you with your launch or relaunch. Okay, and that's additional. Even if you have a VA, you'll get that on top of. And they're trained in everything we just showed you. Plus, you'll get special client-only deals on our marketing solution offers like Go High Level, ManyChat, paid ads, website development, all that, the other stuff we do. Okay. Here's the outline of the 12-week program. It's a minimum 12 weeks. Yeah, Mark, some of you are already in the coaching program, of course, yeah. In the first session, Jamie or Tonya, the one person that works with each, will be able to create your success blueprint, reverse engineer your business, work out what do you need to do, Carly, to get 20K months, what do you need to do, CJ, to get 20K months, and work out the weekly targets. We also do a cool vision board and bucket list, the fun stuff as well. Session 2, go through unconscious money blueprint. Session 3, we get your avatar, your offer, and your pitch deck, your visual aid, which I'm showing you now, down pat. None of you have that in place yet, not properly. Session 4, we go through and set up your sales SOPs, pre-qualifying form, appointment setting scripts, and so forth. So get ready for a launch or a relaunch. So if you don't yet have your offer, we set it up and launch. If you have something in place, we refine it and do a relaunch. Awesome 5-step pre-launch process. First 3, 4, 5 clients. Then we have the full launch process to do the prize draw on the webinar I just showed you. Jamie and Tonya will help you optimize your social media with the Facebook funnel system, what I just shared with you, help you map out your content. Your VA is going to join each week these sessions as well. So your VA joins the coaching session each week. We pay them on your behalf. Then we help you launch your events, set up your first challenge in your workshop. Then we help you set up your first funnel. We help you with Go High Level. We help you with the funnel. We help you set all that up. This is a business coaching program. So there is also business and financial systems, time management, and expansion. Our ultimate program is the 100K month program. I would love to inspire all of you to think that large right from the beginning. Okay. How much do you think most people will charge for a one-on-one business coaching program like this, guys? How much do you think most people will charge for a business coaching program? What do you guys think most people will charge for a business coaching program like this? How much do you think people will charge for a business coaching program? Not us, but anyone want to have a stab? Anyone want to have a crack? 20K, Lauren? Yep, 20K, thousands. Yeah, so the average is between 10 and 15,000. For people that are at our level, the caliber of Tonya and Jamie, the average is 10 to 15,000, around 15,000. Some a lot more, some a lot less, but around that mark. Today, you won't have to pay 15,000. You won't have to pay 10,000. You won't even have to pay 5,000. Heck, you won't even have to pay 3,000. Today, for just 2 people, one person, when you have one spot for Tonya and one spot for Jamie, okay, you've got 2 options. You can do a one-time investment where it's only 2,997 Aussie. So it's less than two grand USD for the whole 12 weeks with Jamie or Tonya. If you have access to that, we can get you started on that, get it out of the way. That would be my suggestion. If you don't have access to 2,997 Aussie, that's the problem. Yeah. We do have an easier option for you. We can do $299 a week on a payment plan, minimum 12 weeks. Okay. So we have one spot for Jamie, one spot for Tonya. Okay. But I'm also going to throw in 2 free bonuses additional to this for this price. Number 1, and this is only available for the first 2 people right now, one for Tonya, one for Jamie. Number 1, you're going to have a free coaching session with me personally right before the launch, and I'm going to overlook everything that you do personally. Okay. That would normally be $500 in itself. Number 1. Number 2, and I'm going to review your stuff, right? Number 2, this is the cool part. The 2 of you that take advantage of this ridiculous offer today, we're going to set up your whole Go High Level system for you completely free as a part of the program. We'll set the whole thing up. your email, your SMS, your phone. We'll set the whole thing up, your calendar. We'll put it all together for you. That normally costs $1,000. If you go to the website and you purchase it on a website, it's $997. That means you're getting $997 free Go High Level setup by my expert team. You're also getting a free VA 20 hours per week for a month, and you're getting a free coaching session. You're getting over $2,000 in free bonuses, but only for the first 2 people. So before anyone goes anywhere, you've got 2 options. Okay, I'm going to send the link to the upfront payment option now in Zoom. If you have 2997, click on this link and pay the one-time now, and just message, say, I'm with Tonya, I'm with Jamie. If you don't have access to that, you can click on the second link, which is for the payment plan, and you can just let us know, I'm doing it with Tonya, or I'm doing it with Jamie. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to pause. I'm in the Zoom chat. I'm going to send right now the link to the one-time investment. First person to click on this and pay this, and let me know if you're Tonya or Jamie, will get everything I just shared with you and the 3 free bonuses. The link now is coming through to the Zoom chat. If you're watching this elsewhere, there'll be a link somewhere if you're watching on YouTube. So if you're in with Jamie, click on that link. When you've done that, let me know that I'm in, I'm with Tonya, or I'm in, I'm with Jamie. If you'd rather do the weekly option of 299 Aussie, I'm going to send you a different link. This is a second link. And click on this link, fill it in. Once you filled it in, it'll be 299 Aussie now, then weekly direct debit. Once you filled it in, okay. So Carly said weekly, just quickly click the link that I just sent, the second link. That's the weekly one, fill that in. Once you fill that in now, just say, look, I'm with Jamie. Yes, got my spot. Hey, I'm with Tonya. Only 1 spot each for this deal. 1 spot, only 1 person with Tonya and only 1 person with Jamie will get everything I just showed you, free VA, free call with me, and the Go High Level setup completely free, which Jamie will agree is a ridiculous offer. How we set up your Go High Level, most people will charge you 2 or 3 grand, maybe more, Jamie, would you agree? Yeah, I've only put this deal together only for this call. This is a one-time offer, never done again. We might never do it again. I'm not just saying that. It's not a marketing ploy. It is the truth. That's what makes it a ridiculous offer. Do it, don't do it, makes no difference to me. Some of you are already in the program, awesome. Click the first link to pay up front. Let us know, Tonya and Jamie. Click the second link to do the weekly payment plan. Once done, let us know. Now, before everyone goes, a couple of quick things. First of all, I do want to say a massive thank you for everyone joining today, and I really hope that you drew value from it. We're all here to serve you. We want to see you building the business of your dreams, helping more people, and we want to see you do it in a way where you don't freaking burn out. To spend more time with your family and travel the world and do the things you love. We have an amazing life. I want that for you guys as well. So keep showing up to the events. We've got more events. Keep joining the mastermind. Keep attending things. If you're working with a coach, keep working with them. Follow what they do. If you're not yet in our Surge Business Mastermind, we have a free mastermind. Recently, we launched a free mastermind, and in there, we've got free courses, books in there. We've got community. We all share. We do lives in there, and it's a place to feel like you belong somewhere where you can interact and network with like-minded people. Because sometimes it feels a bit lonely or like you're alone, right? So we have this free mastermind. I would like to invite you to. It's completely free. The first 1,000 members, we've got nearly 700. If you click on this link in the Zoom chat, for those that aren't filling in the Stripe form right now, and you're not in the mastermind, you can click on that and join the mastermind. And the one last thing I want to share with you is, and hopefully you're taking notes here of what I'm doing here. The only thing I'm not doing here, I'd recommend you guys doing webinars, is send people a link to a calendar to book. But we have a different strategy because of the size of our business for that right now. So the other thing is, thank you, Jamie. Yeah. Here is something very exciting. I am so excited about the Online Coaches Business Bible. It is 333 Word doc pages, okay? And it literally is my entire recipe with my 7-figure formula on how to go from 0 deal to 100K months. And I know it's not just about the money. It is everything. It's called a Bible for a reason. And it goes to the publisher this weekend. I'm giving 100 hard copies away for free. But to celebrate the launch, I've decided to do something I've never done. And it starts on Monday. I'm doing there's 33 chapters with an intro and a close. So there's 35 chapters in the book. I'm doing a Facebook Live every day on Monday for 35 days in a row to represent each chapter. And it's only going to be about 20 or 30 minutes each morning. Starting on Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. Australian Standard Time, every morning for 35 days in a row, even when I'm in Bali in a few weeks, I will be going live to share that chapter, and it's completely free. I'm going to be going live on my personal Facebook wall, and I'd love to invite all of you along. I'm just going to find who would like to tune in and check that out when we go live. Jamie will tune in, Tonya will tune in, VAs and clients will tune in. Yep. I would love to, let me just find the event link. I created a Facebook event for it this morning. Jamie and Tonya, I sent it through this morning as well. So I've just posted in the Zoom chat a Facebook link. If you click on that link, there's an event that I've set up, Jamie and Tonya as well. Well, Tonya's not here, I don't think. But in here, this is where I'll be communicating about what's going on. Okay. But just be aware, some of you might be aware of this. I have 2 Facebook accounts. My original one is restricted. I'm not, and I can't use that. I'm using a different one. So just make sure we're actually friends. So it's the account linked to this event. Click on the event, click attending, make sure you click on my profile and doing the right profile. So literally on my Facebook wall, every morning starting Monday, 10:30 a.m., I'll be going live for it'll be 20 to 30 minutes. It'll be between 10 and 30 minutes. It'll be live streamed on my wall. Facebook deletes them after 30 days. What we're going to do after that is we're going to create a space in the Surge Mastermind where there'll be a video series in there for free for you guys to access forever. So if you do miss a live or you miss a part, you'll be able to join it in the Surge Mastermind. It'll have its own space within the Mastermind. You can always catch the replays in there as well. So it's going to be super cool. I don't think I've ever done a live blitz like that before. It's going to be very interesting, especially when I'm in Bali. But that's pretty much it, guys. For those that have filled in the Stripe, just let me know if you want to work with Tonya or you want to work with Jamie. So we can get you going with that. So cool. So Lisa and Kylie. So congratulations to Lisa and Kylie. Lisa and Kylie, if you can just send me a private message, I'll touch base with you straight after this as well. And we'll have a chat and work out who's going to be best for who, Tonya or Jamie. So I'll touch base with you as soon as I jump off this call. Congratulations. Welcome, Lisa and Kylie. You've got that incredible offer as well. So really looking forward to helping you. Now, Lisa, I was actually speaking to Jamie this morning about you and your VA. So looking forward to working more closely with you guys as well. So thank you. But guys, thank you so much for joining today. That was an incredible session. We've gone way over time. Hopefully everyone's got value from that. No matter whether you're a VA with us, we are grateful for all that you do. You're in the business coaching program, you're hiring a VA, or you're not a client at all. I really hope you continue to plug in, join the events, watch what we're doing. You know, we're not, yes, we sell things, but we're not here to sell to you. We're here to serve you. We're very good at what we do. We have amazing people like Jamie and Tonya and all of our angels. And our motto is, how do we make it work for you? Remember, every day, ask yourself, what can I do to get a little bit better? How do we make this work? How do I make this marketing strategy work? Lisa, how do we find you the right VA? Kylie, how do we get you the webinar working? How do we make it work? We don't fail. We cannot fail. If we all work together, we all serve, and we recognize our mindset and continue to ask, how do we make this work, Mark? For all in the business coaching program, thank you for joining us. For all of you VAs, love and appreciate angels. Everyone have an amazing day. Lisa and Kylie, I'll touch base with you now. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day, great evening, great afternoon. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye, Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. I'll send everyone the replay. I'll send everyone the replay tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Paalam, Ingat, Angels. Bye-bye. Thank you.